Hello, guys.
Hello.
We
Oh,
are
we're back.
on. Can you now hear us well, see us well? Is everything smooth? Oh, hold on. There was a switch of the link as well. Can you guys hear us well? And wait a second.
Mm.
I'm so lost. Here we
Yes,
are.
now the link's right.
Yes.
Okay.
Fantastic. Everything seems to be working fine. So that
Okay.
is amazing. Yes, guys. So, okay, we are
Yeah,
back.
we're back. We're back. We're
Yeah.
back.
We're back. Amazing. So, what was our previous conversation? It was
Trading
about
on the phone.
trading. It was trading on the phone and whether you do that or whether you don't do that,
Mhm.
right? Let me just see here. Okay. I was saying that actually I do know traders who do professionally trade and trade on their phones. However, we're also talking about the fact that it becomes a habit. So actually, the way you trade and you keep on looking at the app, etc., becomes more of a habit than you even wanting to overtrade. And that situation,
Paulina, can you change the place of your microphone, please?
I cannot because now I'm connected to my computer. That was the alternative that we had to opt out for.
Yeah, because it's a bit far.
Okay,
We can
I
hear
will,
you. We can.
less, I will speak less, but I will hand it over to you guys. But I just want to mention that to the traders that sometimes the way you trade, the platforms that you trade on, um, and whether you use your desktop or your laptop can have, I mean, not desktop, but a phone or your laptop may have a huge impact on your performance. And you should consider that when you are reviewing yourself and specifically if you are not happy about your trading performance.
Agreed.
It's very important that, I mean, there's something very important, and it's how do you want to trade um, trading? It's a hobby or it's a profession? Because even if you want to have just a side salary, the effort you can put in is the same as if you want to be a professional. Because otherwise, it's a hobby. And you know very clearly when it's a hobby, when it's been over 3 years and you still don't earn money, because for a hobby, you pay money. And if it's a profession, you get money. So if you want it to be a side salary or a full salary, you can't trade over the phone or when you are on the toilet while you are taking a break at work. You have to treat it as a profession every day, same time, same hours, hard work, and put the effort. Not from a phone, I don't think so. If it's a hobby, since you are going to pay for that hobby, like when I go to play paddle, I always pay.
Why
But
do why do everyone play paddle? I'm the only one in the world who does not.
it's because it's very common sport. It's for the lazy people. I mean,
Everyone
it's
I
like
know
playing
plays
tennis.
paddle.
Cool people
What's
play
with that game?
tennis, but if you are
What are you
lazy,
talking for lazy people? I
I mean, come on. I
struggle
mean,
when I do.
the real sport, it's tennis. But when you're lazy, like I am, then you have to play paddle because it's four
Okay.
times smaller the court. So it's like, okay, that's not running. It's
You
different.
know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I decided. I'm gonna give it
Um,
a.
I don't like it. I do it because I'm forced
You're
with my
forced.
for my friends. Yeah,
What?
because they
Yeah.
need another person, and it's me, and that's why it's a hobby because I never win a match or anything. But yeah, everyone plays paddle here in Spain. It's very common. So yeah, depending on how you treat um, trading, but don't do it over the phone. Like it's a serious advice.
Yeah. I would say the same.
I really like that. The comparison. If you are treating it as a profession, have your trading station, trading desk, etc. But if you are treating it as a hobby, then up to you, pay for it,
Yeah.
etc. I really like that. That's a very nice way
Yeah,
of putting it.
it's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's important just for you to know it's a hobby. So I'm going to spend a bit of money on a funded account or on a personal account, and I'm going to lose it. And if you're comfortable with that, which is fine, go ahead. But don't treat anything like a hobby and then expect to get the
Mm,
results of a professional. This is not how it works.
very well said.
You know
Honestly.
something, guys? I don't feel comfortable um, trading this session. I don't
This one,
know. Yeah, I don't know
yeah,
why, but it does not feel comfortable.
no, I'm not going to trade it. It's impossible. For
Uh,
now,
like
it will
the
have to
behavior
go
is
down at
funny. I don't
68.
like it.
Sorry, Sai, were you expecting the price drop to 68, 68, something like that before?
Yeah,
Okay, I have a level there.
and it hit that level once the news got released. But
Hmm.
and I'm just thinking like, no, it doesn't feel right. Since we're talking about feelings,
Yeah.
let's go now to the psychologist. What's happening with us?
I'm not sure. I feel like you safe, especially you've been doubting yourself a whole session.
Really? Why?
Because before you hesitated, you made a decision about placing an order during news, and then you were like,
And I did.
no, should I? You did, but you doubted yourself. You thought about it for a minute.
Yeah.
You were influenced.
Yeah, but I ended up doing what I wanted to do. However, they
Okay.
did not fill my order. So maybe that threw me off.
Maybe
Yeah,
that.
maybe that threw me off.
True. And this is a good topic actually. When things don't go to the plan during your session.
Mm.
So I think like Rosa is a great example of it too. So for example, your order didn't fill. That's one. But Rosa's day did not end up how she wanted it to or influenced her trading decisions too. And sometimes when you don't start things off on the right foot, it may throw you off for the rest of the session. And actually not taking trades and stepping away because you don't feel that mental capacity is one of the best things you can do for yourself.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm doing that.
Yeah, which is
I don't think it's a good decision for me to trade now.
that's a great decision.
Yeah.
Fantastic, yeah. And it's
Yeah,
important to
honestly.
know when to stop.
Yes, absolutely. Because, if you don't have that, okay, mental clarity about, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is why I'm executing, this is why I'm entering such and such a trade, etc., you can't. You will then kind of go into your head about everything. Now, I've noticed that about Rosa today as well, but then also she was kind of like, okay, no, I still need to accomplish my mission. How do you hold yourself emotionally accountable so you don't spiral?
What did you mean when something goes wrong?
Because you said today that you kind of wanted to execute, but you didn't, but then still you found a way to execute in a market.
Yeah, because for instance, when I started trading this morning and I didn't perform well on the first trade, but it was a AAA setup. So I tried to
Mhm.
recompose my mind, making making clear my mind. If I'm not able to do so, I stop trading. That's it. But I managed to do it. That's why I took a second trade, a very quick scalp, just to prove myself, my mental state, and it was okay. So
Okay.
that's when I can keep
What
going.
if the
But if
trade, what if the trade didn't work out? What would have happened? Would
it's not
anything
about
happen?
no, it's not about if the trade doesn't work. That doesn't mind. What I take into consideration is did I enter when I had to? So did I wait for another setup, another a spot where I usually can put my money at stake? And the
Hmm.
answer was okay. If I do so and the trade doesn't work, I'll take another one because it's. I mean, I don't know what the future is gonna happen. But the only things I take into consideration are the variables I can hold accountable for, and it's the entry point.
Okay.
That's all the work I have to do every day. When the setup's ready or another opportunity comes up, just taking the opportunity at the right moment. So I managed to make up my mind and keep going, but sometimes I can't manage it. I don't calm myself down, my emotions, and then I stop trading. I
Okay.
don't do revenge because, as I said, I'm here for the money, not for the ego. So
Yes, yes, it makes absolute
Uh,
sense. I admire your mindset, but I think, and this is why I want to highlight to the guys, because Rosa actually took part in Funding Pip's success story conversation with me, and this is the one thing that stuck out to me the most. Rosa treats trading like a business. She doesn't see it as no side hustle, not anything else other than her running her business. And that's why she takes it so seriously. And she is fully locked in and she understands herself, what she's going through as a person, as a trader, that different things may affect her judgment. But she always holds herself accountable because she wants to be a successful business owner. Am I right?
you
Or
are.
am I
It's the
wrong,
only thing.
Rosa?
But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's like I wanted to do that for a living. So it's a profession, and the profession is nothing else than a business, any profession. So
Mhm.
you run it as such, and then you have to be accountable, and
Yeah.
that's it for your decisions. And run it as a business, not as a hobby or as a something emotional. And the other thing, I mean, the only thing you can manage, but in general in life, not only in trading, is your emotions and when to stop. So sometimes I'm um, very nervous, anxious, for whatever reason, and I could yell or I could
Mhm.
beat, or I could do some, I mean, I could have an explosion myself. A
Yeah.
person has to know when to stop. So I am the problem today. I'm not right. So I have to stop. I have to stop going somewhere. I'll stay home. I have to make up my mind, recompose myself, and then keep going. And there's money in the market like every 10 seconds. So the money is not a problem, it's you. So that's why all the efforts, it's about managing yourself and your emotions.
Absolutely. 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 I couldn't say any better. Especially about the management of your own emotions, because obviously that's the key factor. I always say this. You know, it's like in trading, you could have the best strategy right in front of you, the best one, but if the trader is not in the right mindset to execute it, that strategy will not work.
Yeah, and that's right. So I teach strategies. My strategy, I teach it to my to the people in my community, just a bunch of
Mhm.
them, and it's impressive because no one follows the strategies, and the strategy is consistent and it's profitable. But it's not about the strategy; it's about themselves. Someone was saying to me that he was he did buy a few accounts at Funding Ticks this morning, and he said, I just passed it in one day and say, but you didn't even read the rules. You need 3 days because there's consistency. Say, oh, you didn't tell me that. I didn't tell you that. You have to read the rules for every account you buy an account. And this is an example, like people are in a rush of making money, and that's exactly the reason for not making money. Because
Absolutely.
this guy didn't read the rules, and but he didn't even ask, is there any rules? I always say, go to the website, read the rules, ask support, as I always do. I'm always asking support the same over and over rules just to make sure they didn't change. Every other week I do so. Support is fed up with me because I'm very persistent, but I need to make sure when I execute, everything's on my side. And this guy, instead of saying, oh, you're right, I didn't follow the rules, and I didn't read the rules, I didn't follow the plan, he said, oh, Rosa, you didn't tell me. You didn't tell
Mm,
me. What do you mean by that? I'm not your mom. So read the
yeah.
rules. You did buy the accounts. So that's a problem sometimes.
Not sometimes, very often, in the times when we have so many resources, support, traders, I'm sorry, traders, but some of you have been spoon fed and they expect kind of like, for someone else to take the responsibility for them. But, at the end of the day, whatever position you are in right now in your trading is on you. And
Mhm.
that's the harsh truth. It's not on anybody else. Of course, it is circumstantial sometimes. And of course, sometimes the market conditions will not be perfect, etc. And, a lot of things may happen and you may get thrown off and this or the other. But at the end of the day, you are the result of your actions.
Mm.
And that's something you have to accept as a human, but especially as a trader.
Yep. Are you
So
in buy, Saif? No,
no, I'm
right?
not in
Okay.
anything.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not doing anything. But my bias is bullish for the session,
Mm.
um, because someone asked, but I'm not doing anything. Because even if it went where I wanted to go, I wouldn't be able to manage it the way I want because of um, the feelings I have. I don't feel like something feels weird. I'm not
Off.
trading. Yeah, something feels off.
The buy you executed and then was cancelled, but this buy was an amazing buy.
This one,
The buy that was cancelled, that
yeah,
was an amazing position. I couldn't, I mean, ever I could have done this trade, and it was, I mean, amazing point just to execute.
yeah. Maybe it frustrated me.
Of
So
course,
I'm good. I'm good. No need to trade today. We enter the markets with strong mindsets only.
it's going up now. Yeah.
I think we're going to see. Let me. Since we're not trading, let's analyze.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you want to share your screen?
yeah, why not? Sure.
All yours.
Let me do this. Okay. Share. Okay. Yeah. So, can you see my screen? Not yet. Right. There it is.
Mm.
Okay. So, I went back to my break even again today. Um, or actually, not today. Today, I got very close to my break even, but I stayed in the positive. That's on the like a big time frame. So I'm waiting for this candle to close. Um, I'm not taking any trades, guys. I'm just explaining what I would do. So I would wait for this to close. If it closes like this, that's a very important level, the 50, because that's the breakout level. So support has or resistance has become support. So now this area is very important. As long as we're closing above, we're still good. So as you saw the other day, I think that this was 2 days ago, we saw prices go below 50 and it reached maybe 4,000, right? But it ended the day above 50. So that's what matters. Remember what we were explaining yesterday, Rosa, to one of the guys about fake outs and breakouts.
Yes.
So if it closed down here, that would have been like that would have been a close below the important level, which is 50. So that would have been like a negative close for gold. But since it closed the day above 50, so it's good. And then we went all the way up, all the way down, and we found support again at 50. So that's why the 50 level is very important. That's why today, when I placed my order at 70, my stop loss was below 50, and that's the reason why. So what I would do here, I would wait for this candle to close, wait for a 50% retracement, so around 70, 75. How big is this candle anyway? Let me check. Okay, so the high is okay. So the open is 60, and it closes almost 90. So 30. Yeah, 75 is fair. 75 would be a good price. Let's go down to a lower time frame. Um, okay. So we had this first leg of the impulsive move. We had a downtrend here that got invalidated. We broke above. And now what happened today was the following. If you check the Fibonacci, you would see that it tried to close below the 61.8 level, but it couldn't. What's the 61.8 level, guys? It's 4050. So all tools, um, it's not like a rule, a hard rule, but if your analysis is right, most tools have to give you the same number. So in this case, we had an impulsive move and we had a correction. We had this correction, this one here. Okay, so how much is this correction of this? It's 61.8, which is phi, which is the golden ratio of Fibonacci. So it couldn't close below the golden level, which is 61.8, and close above. And we had this beautiful engulfing candle. That's why I said, if you remember, I said I would buy around 4070. Let me zoom in 1 second. Can you see it? Okay, so we had this engulfing candle, right? Which indicates the end of this correction. Now, why did I say I would buy at 4070? Because it would have been 50% of this engulfing candle. All right. So it went to 67, and my stops were going to be below 50 here, below this rejection level. So now, since we are already like this is already done, I'll be waiting for this to go up, break this, sweep this high, and then go back and retest this trend line, maybe around 70, 75. Depends. We'll see by the end of the session or by like when we go on with the session. But for now, I'd keep 75 in mind if I want to buy, but I'm not buying today. And I want you guys to hold me accountable. I'm not buying today.
In case you want to buy, I'll say hip, hands off.
No, no, I want you to ask me tomorrow, and I don't lie. So if you ask me, I would tell you yes, I bought, or no, I didn't buy.
Yeah. And that is when 90% of the traders say, yes, I did buy.
No, no, I do not. No, I said no, then it's a no. I'm not buying today because I know I would mess up the trade in the trade management part, not the entry. The entry is very easy, but the trade management, I would mess up. If I see like quick spikes or something, I would like get thrown off. So no, I'm not in the right mental state to trade, and no shame in that.
Of course not.
Okay. Any plans on improving the platform? Which platform are you referring to? Please explain about the backtesting. Please guide us. What are the things to consider during backtesting? Rosa, would you like to take this question?
Regarding backtesting,
Yeah. Let me take a breather.
yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
So the way I backtest, which is I'm not sure it's the best way to do it, but it's the way I do it, is I have an idea. Let's see, I see the price, I just watch at the price, and as I said before, it was a fantastic tip for you to take into consideration. I see a pattern that repeats every single day in any time frame, but I work on M1. So when I see that, I just take screenshots, and then I say, okay, I'm going to pinpoint what variables I want to backtest just to see if this strategy I'm just seeing works on the long term. And then I define like between 4 and 11 variables, just to take into consideration when to enter, when to stop, how many contracts, things like that. What's the distance between candles or the pattern you're looking for? How big have to be the candles? Because since it's we don't have volume here, but we have the size of the candle. That says a lot in the small time frames. So once I do that, I start backtesting. I download data from uh, good and reliable data. I put it on the MT5, and then I start backtesting. And then I backtest 500 times what I'm seeing on the screen. And then I do some analysis. If the analysis is fine, like, yeah, it's not profitable, but it's not bad, then I go back to one each of the 500 screenshots that I've taken, and then I see with my eyes, and then I keep scrolling like one image, two images, three, four, five, boom, 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 until my eyes see something that I've missed before. And then I start over again. When I'm happy with the results, then I backtest 1,000 trades, 1,000 scenarios, all done manually. I don't do robots to do so, because robots don't have eyes for now, at least nowadays. And in 1 minute, robots, expert advisors can be, the results are extremely fake, because there's no leverage, there's no lagging, there's no spread put into position. So everything, you have to sense the market and do it manually. And then when I have 1,000 and it's telling me my strategy is robust, it's fine, and it's giving me money, then I do another 1,000. So doing a back test I can spend like between 1 and 3 months backtesting something. I disregard most of the backtest I do, but when I keep one, like this one that you're seeing, the one I have at Nasdaq, another for DAX, I'll show at some moment, at some point, then I'm pretty sure I'm going to make money. And then I stop thinking and I start executing with the minimum money at stake possible, the backtest, over and over every day. So I do my regular trading, and I have a dedicated account with $1 risk per trade. And then I start trading. And the more I trade my backtest, the less I think about it. And then it's a system I have in place. And that's what I do with backtesting. So it takes me a lot. And most of the systems I backtest, I have to disregard them because they don't make money. It's something stational. It's something that it's happening now. For instance, let's say now gold 90% of the time moves up the first 5 minutes. Yeah, because we are in a extremely high volatility period. Most of the candles in gold are like an average 30, 40 pips now. But 10 years ago or 5 years ago, average trade candle, average size candle was like 15 pips. So it's doubled. So you have to build very robust strategies that worked back in 2020, now, and even before. I usually take then, when I'm backtesting, at least 5 years, 5 to 8 years of backtest. In 1 minute, that's a lot of trades. A lot of trades. But it's the way I do it, and the way I found I have accommodated my eye to see a special pattern coming up.
Doesn't sound very fun.
It's not fun at all, but the fun part comes later when I don't think at all because I'm
Yeah,
lazy.
because it's
So,
automated and now it's mechanic. Yeah,
yeah,
I
it's
agree.
extremely mechanic. So that's why I don't analyze higher time frames. I do absolute nothing. So I sit down And like a monkey, I just wait for my setup and then execute, and that's it.
Beautiful.
So, but it's extremely boring, and it's the part no one likes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you have to go through it. I think you have to go through it.
I'm not sure about it. I'm, I'm hoping someone show me an easier path to backtest something. But when I've
Um,
tried to do so with
doesn't matter.
expert
I'm not talking about
advisors,
the way you backtest. I'm talking about backtesting itself. You have to go through it.
oh
It's
yeah,
very
yeah, you
important.
go through, yeah.
Otherwise, you don't have a method. You're uh, just
It,
trying things.
yeah, it in general, even when I work for the multinational companies managing teams, I usually put a lot of effort up front, and then I can relax. So I
Later on, yeah.
automate a lot of tasks in general, so I don't have to think afterwards. So I don't feel like I'm working. I'm just executing. This is how I see backtesting, but I'm not sure is the better way to do it. That's probably better ways to do that.
Yeah. There are some like let's say easier ways.
How,
There are
how do
some.
you how do you do it, Saif? Because your time frame is higher. So how do you backtest something just to make sure 5, 6 trades a year you
Um,
can
okay,
execute them?
so yeah, so I do the exact same thing with data. I get my data, and usually I go to simulators, and like I pick a certain like I have something I call test cases. So I have different test cases. I have test cases for London session. I have test cases for the beginning of the year, the end of the year, New York sessions, London sessions, Asia sessions, the whole thing. So I think it's like it's also boring. It's not easier than what you said. But I build my build cases, my test cases, and I go by them, and I go through them one by one. So what I do is, why is okay. So what I do is I download my data and I just go back way far than like further than I can actually remember what the price did, and I actually trade on a simulator using my test cases. So I see what happens on each scenario, and then of course it all starts with an idea. It starts with the strategy, with the idea, and then I start after finishing the whole testing phase. I go back and study the whole data, and I refine and tweak some of the things, maybe the entry techniques, maybe the exit techniques, maybe the trade management itself. So it's a like a lot of work. Yeah.
I see.
If
So
you
it's no fun for anyone.
It's not fun, no, no. But if you want, you know what? Let's do a session, a live session on backtesting one day,
Yeah.
because it's much easier to explain when you have it in front of you than just like talking about it. What do you think? I think many people don't know where to start from.
And to be honest, when I was starting at trading, all I heard was you create a strategy, but how can you create a strategy if you know nothing about trading? So it's like, how do I create a strategy? Like two moving averages crossing, and then I tested it. It didn't work, of course. Well, it
Mhm.
didn't work because I wasn't testing it the right way, but you know what I mean. So you are a newbie and you have to backtest something you don't know nothing about. It's very difficult to find
But
your
you
own
need to have
strategy.
some like level of knowledge in what you're doing if you want you're going to backtest it, no?
You have to, but then imagine someone starting, like people listening or
Yeah.
watching us today. How can you help these people? Because even if I give them my strategy, well, my strategy is not for newbies, but the Nasdaq one, the strategy I have at Nasdaq, it's extremely profitable on the long term. So it's like the turtle strategy. It's very similar. Um, but even if I give them the strategy step by step, all the parameters, everything. As a person that's starting, it's very difficult to understand the whole
Yeah,
thing. So how can you backtest or create a strategy being a newbie? It's extremely hard. I don't know how
you
to
will
do it.
need somewhere to start. You will need to like learn from like good place or a good person or a good trader, and then you start tweaking and fixing what you learned based on your personality, because your trading system has to match your personality. You cannot just trade someone else's personality.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't be able to pull it off trading your way, Rosa, and I think vice versa.
Yeah, of course.
And same with Paulina, same with Khalid, same with everyone else. So
Mm.
I think I've learned some things from other people, but I'm not using it exactly the way they're using it. And I've trained like hundreds of people, and they learned a lot from me, but they're not using exactly what I taught them.
Mm,
So you need to have this. You need to start somewhere, and then you start doing your own homework. But
that's
of
right.
course, you need to start somewhere.
Mm,
I don't know if that makes sense.
Absolutely. And can I just highlight something here, guys? Because this is so important to traders. When you actually have data that backs up your moves and plans in the market, this is where you will psychologically become more confident and set about your trading system, about your risk management. So, as an example, Rosa has a different strategy for gold and for NASDAQ. Is that correct?
yes.
And Rosa then will understand what is her possible losing streak, winning streak, because Nasdaq is very profitable, but she said about long term. So she needs to plan out her risk so it works on Nasdaq,
Mm,
and then it would be the same on gold, etc., etc. So the data really gives you that confidence. And I remember before when I first started, also there was not trading journals, etc. It was a spreadsheet, and on a spreadsheet you input manually everything, etc. And I did 100 trades as a paper trades, because I did never like going back in data. I wanted to be in the markets, anticipate the moves, practice patience, etc. And that helps you to recognize your edge. And then as you then progress as a trader and have losing streaks, you go back to your data, look at your data, and that used to always make me feel a lot more confident and better,
mm,
about the approach, etc. And that's what the data can do for you guys. But I think very important thing what Rosa said about figuring out your own thing. But this is where you need to start simple, maybe in trading, and you need to apply that simplicity in the markets to learn what actually fits you. This is why I can't blame sometimes traders learning every single strategy under the sun, because they are trying to discover themselves and their trading style.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that sometimes is very hurtful,
Of
because
course.
yeah, strategy hopping isn't something you should do.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but if you don't backtest, like a good strategy or like a promising strategy, let's say, if you don't backtest this and just like try it for a couple of times, it works, then okay, this is my strategy. Fast forward like 10 trades after that, you lose five of them, and you decide that no, I'm going to change this. Let me look for something else. Let me go see what SMC says. Let me go see what ICT says. Let me go see what whoever says. So that's when you start strategy hopping, and that's when you confuse your brain and you don't have anything to fall back on. You don't have a strategy, you start trading randomly. That's why backtesting is very important, so that you cannot start trading without backtesting, because you need to know if the strategy you're using works or does not work, because you will pass through some losing streaks and you will need that data to back you up,
Mm.
the data that says okay, this works or it does not work, whatever. But um, you get me, guys, right?
Yeah, strategy hopping can be very deceiving. You're absolutely right. Um, there is one trader in our office,
Yep.
and every single day I see him with different indicators on his screen. And I highlighted that to him. I'm like, hey, Every day I see something new. Okay, and then he just laughs. But it's fine. I guess he's figuring things out. But it's just really
We
amusing
know
to
it's
me
a
because
he.
I just pardon.
We know it's a he now. So
Yeah,
I'll
I'm not
never
gonna out
find
him.
my.
But hey,
Yeah, I'm gonna find him.
majority of traders are males, so take
Yeah,
a
but
wild guess. Who it might be. I will not out him.
All right, I'll
But
find
yeah,
him. I'll find
but that's something important here. So you said he or she is trying a new indicator every day. That's a
mm,
massive problem I went through. So I kept trying indicator after indicator without reading what the indicator is based about. So what's the
him.
math? What's showing? Because let's say everyone RSI it's overbought or oversold over 70, 80, under 20. This is not the I mean I've seen professionals trading RSI and not these levels because it's nothing. If you go to an uptrend, you can easily see that when
yeah,
it's overbought, over 70 or
It just
75,
keeps.
it keeps up and up and up and up because RSI, these are not the levels. If you see the math behind, you realize the point you have to look at it's 50, and it's not indicator is like it's helping you, but it's not a crystal ball. So
yeah,
you have to read about, okay, this indicator, Bollinger Bands, whatever, it doesn't matter. What's the math behind? What's showing? And now with ChatGPT, you can see extremely detailed examples, and even it can explain the math behind. Once you understand why you use a simple moving average in high time frames, and why it's so important to use the exponential in
Exponential.
lower time frames,
Yeah, makes
then
all the
you see a
difference.
difference. But you can't, there's no need to use an exponential moving average when you are at 1 hour. Why people keep using that? But because they haven't read what's the math behind a moving average and what does it mean over a period of time. So it's important just to keep using indicators until you find someone that matches you or it helps you, but also understanding what's the formula behind. Otherwise, it's like I'm just keep putting and trying pieces, but I don't know what the puzzle is going
mm,
to function.
it's
So
so true. And like personally, for me, I was becoming too reliant for the of the indicators, as if he was a crystal ball. So I was like, why is he not telling me what to do? And my brain was just kind of, keep on going that direction. So then I've decided, no, I need to go with pure price action.
mm,
Otherwise, I get hooked on what it says. If, for example, let's take gold as an example, RSI, it was saying overbought for the past 2 months. So in my brain, I would be keep on selling, 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 selling.
yeah, I've blown so many accounts doing that.
Let me
Oh,
tell you
yes.
a secret, guys. The guy who created the RSI did not know what overbought or oversold even mean.
You're joking.
No, I'm not joking. He created it to spot the divergences, the positive
Yes.
and the negative divergences, not to.
Yeah.
This is something made up by YouTube or I don't know who. But I think his name is Willis
Unbelievable.
Wilder. Willis Wilder, I think, the guy, and he has some books on technical tools and technical analysis. So this guy never mentioned overbought or oversold on RSI.
It's the way I use it. You don't see it on the screen because I don't show everything, but I've got, yeah, and my best A plus 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 trades
Yeah,
are these ones. And also
with
with
the
a
divergences, you
stochastic.
mean?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's my setup. It's the I have to see the price doing what I like, only the price, no indicators.
So
So
we
the
gave
price,
away one of Rosa's secrets now.
yeah. So that's why I don't see why people keep using RSI at this kind of up and down levels.
Yeah.
It's giving you much more information. The lower the time frame, the more noise there's in the market. And being a scalper, I have to understand what the indicators it's providing me, what information is giving me, and Yeah, RSI is one of them. I use stochastic, I'm going to say, no RSI, the same way as if it was an RSI. So I use the stochastic as an RSI.
Okay.
And these are my A plus 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 trades. Like 90% of the trades with this, my pattern, everything, and a divergence are a long-term runner, like over 100 pips. I don't catch all the 100 pips, but they are runners. So that's why I was saying it's very important to any, even moving averages, but not all the moving averages. Um, you have to use them. There's a few of them that usually work in many symbols, like a charm, but it's just an indicator. You have to see something else on the price. You have to know how to read the price. And if I could, with CFDs, I because there's no volume, I would read the level two, because that's where everything happens. So you can. I was with a trader once, like 4 years ago, 4 years ago, working in the broker with him, and he's young. He's probably 30-ish, 40, and he would trade without a single chart, just reading the level two. And he showed me how he's been doing that for 20 years. And numbers and profits are just, I mean, out of this world. And I was able to sit down by his side and look at him, no chart, level two, two moving averages, one oscillator, the stochastic.
Oh wow.
No charts. I mean, the candles were
Impressive.
were black.
That's
So
Impressive.
only the indicators
that's a first. I've
and
never
the
heard
level two.
anything like that.
And he showed me that. He showed me like, this is the way, and I've been doing that for 20 years straight. So that's why then I understood the indicators. You have to know how to use them.
Yeah, you need to understand how they're built.
Yeah.
Correct.
And the moment they were built, because something that was built like 50 years ago, 50
Yeah,
years
might not
ago,
work
there
today.
wasn't 1 minute.
Yeah.
So, and probably it was not ETFs, or it was stocks or something else, options, but not Forex 50 years
Most
ago.
most technical indicators were built around stocks, not
Of course,
CFDs
yeah.
or forex or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, one I really
Uh,
like, by the way, is the Darvas. You can adapt it to gold very easily. I don't use it. The Darvas indicator, it's beautiful. And
show
DAX,
it. Let me stop sharing 1 second.
I don't have it on my
Oh, you
MT5.
don't have it?
No, no,
Okay.
but I've been using. I mean, I've learned and I've been using it, and it's very good. But you could reach out and you could go to ChatGPT and say Darvas and read about. And it was created for stocks options, for stocks, of course. But there's some symbols like DAX or Nasdaq. Nasdaq is
Yeah.
even better. It adapts very easily. And with a few tricks, it's an indicator you can use if you like using indicators.
Okay. I'll read into that.
Darvas, yeah.
There's something I don't like about the dollar index now. Um, After the news release,
Yeah.
we like it had to break this level, only this level, just to confirm that it's going up, which is 100.4. Look what happened. Like it just reached the exact same top and got rejected strongly from there. So that's some bad news for my Euro USD trade. It could be rejecting and reversing from here, but it's doing well for my gold trade, because look, gold is just jumping. Um, Although gold is jumping for different reasons, but I'm talking like I'm talking about euro because okay, the entry was good, but the level, like I'm okay with pullbacks and corrections, but I didn't like the place where it got rejected from. Do you get me?
Mm. Yeah.
That my only problem is that it got rejected from this level. That it has like it had to get broken, even if
Mm.
like by 5 cents, I would have been okay. But since it just like got rejected from the exact level, that's not a good sign. So I might have to think about this today.
Mm.
Are you referring to your Euro USD trade that you will have to rethink it?
No, I'm rethinking what's going to happen with DXY because
Ah,
I
okay.
was telling Rosa
Well,
when yesterday.
DXY will have impact on your Euro USD trade.
Yeah, it has the hugest impact because they're
It's like a
exactly
mirror.
yeah,
Yeah, it's the mirror.
they're
Yes.
exactly the opposite. So it got rejected. I was telling Rosa it got rejected from a very important level. Like if it broke above and then corrected, I wouldn't have had any problems. But because it got rejected from this level without breaking, this is the first red flag. I need to pay attention to this.
Mm.
So now,
Yeah.
how are you going to pay attention to it? Are you going to wait for a certain period of time, certain news
Um,
events, or you're just going to kind of observe the price action?
I'm just gonna sleep on it and think about it more.
Okay.
I'll try to remember what happened in the past when it got rejected from such areas. I might need to go back to the chart to see what happened historically, um, like at those very like important turning points. Because let me tell you why this level is very important. Let me go to the daily time frame. Okay, there's something in technical analysis called the fan principle. So you have this trend line, okay, then it breaks it and starts going down again. So you draw another trend line. If you break it, the second one, this is number one, this is number two. If you break the third one, so you make a new top here. So you draw another a trend line, which is number three. So you have something that looks like the fan, you know.
Oh,
So
yes. You explained this to me whilst you were in Dubai.
yeah. So what's happening here is that I wanted it to break this level so that it would confirm the uptrend on DXY. So what happened here? It couldn't break it by 1 cent. That's why I'm a little bit nervous about this. If it broke it, like if it breaks and closes above this, I'm okay. But because it got rejected from this area, I'm not feeling
Mm.
very confident about it anymore. Look at the 4 hours. The 4 hours closes in 1 hour now. If it closes like this, that's a reversal pattern. Rejection from the top, engulfing candle. So we need to see. Or maybe I'm just panicking for no reason. But it happened before. It happened. I've seen this before. So I don't like it very much. We'll see.
Mm.
Like the worst that can happen now is that my Euro USD trade would go back to break even. That's it. Um, it moved well enough for me to place my stops at break even.
At least that's good. You are risk free.
Yeah.
So.
So that's the
But the
biggest plus.
idea was beautiful and more than idea, because I always remember you said it's not about the idea, it's not about holding the trade, it's about the entry, and the entry was spot on.
Yeah, the entry was good.
It
It
was
wasn't bad.
literally, no. It was spot on. I mean, because I remember I drew down my charts. I still have it on my charts. It was just perfection. I even would question if some brokers would fill me in. It was so perfect
Mm.
because it wouldn't go past the
I
sell
think
limit.
you're exaggerating a little bit because like it went
I'm
like six
not.
pips above my
I'm
entry,
not.
but six
I'm not.
pips is also good.
Oh, it's incredible, especially for a swing trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. It's fantastic actually. Gold
Um,
has broken a good
yeah.
level. I think we can definitely reach yesterday's highs at very least. Um,
I think we're going there. It's like $30 away. It's nothing for gold.
yeah.
It can
Okay, I'm
easily do
closing
it.
70
You're closing?
pips. Yeah.
Ah, you
Nice.
bought.
I just no,
Congratulations.
I did buy, I did sell from the top.
Oh, really?
She,
Yeah.
oh, nice. That's a good one. I was actually just checking 4H, seeing that 4 hour
It's
candle
very
is
funny how
posted.
Rosa trades. I swear to God, like she's very unpredictable.
I mean, I'm not saying when I'm buying just because there's some lagging, and I don't want people to
Yeah,
enter when I enter because the risk is not the same. But yeah, it was because if you, I mean, it's a level. If you go to
It's a strong
50,
one,
a
actually.
very
Very
strong one,
strong
yeah,
one.
15
105.
minutes. Let me show you for a second. So
So can I tell you a secret? I was in buys and I closed there.
Hmm.
yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
And why are you keeping secrets now?
Because I had a lot of,
Why are we keeping secrets? We need
because
to know.
if you have noticed, my camera went off and then there was a lot of noise. I had to mute myself so I couldn't share that with you guys. I'm
Hmm.
sorry.
I see. I
I'm
see.
sorry.
I thought you were doing it because you don't want me to like feel bad that I'm not trading.
So
No, not at all. I'm okay with making you feel bad.
Thank you. What a friend.
yeah.
What a friend.
What a friend.
Oh.
I'm lucky.
Well, it'll be so Rosa, are you not gonna tell us your target, are you? Or you closed already?
I'm
No, she
close
closed.
already. It's
She
70
closed
Oh, good,
pips.
20
good.
pips. She's
Good.
gone.
Because I'm seeing some reactions, so I'm like, good, good.
No, no, it went to my level. My level was specifically if you go to M15, it's 4106.16. I have a level there.
Mm-hmm.
So I did sell there and it went straight down to the next level, which is 4096.20. In M15, it's very clear. So I'm out already. It was like
Ah, look at, so you know what, Safe?
all the
Your
it's the week. If you go to M15, I just took the week. That's it.
okay, that's a very smart one because it's just before also 4H close. So it never just closes proper bullish. It will react first and leave
Yeah.
some kind of. I look at that a lot. Candle opens and closes. It's my thing, and I think that comes from me obsessively watching the charts at the start of my trading journey.
I honestly I don't know about open and closures. It's because there was an anchoring point and field in M15.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just saw it, so I just
Yeah,
marked this level. And when this happens, gold has to go there. It's like forced. It's like this. It's like an impulse.
I know you
And
told us about your magic levels. I trust you,
so
Rosa. I
that
know
was I was
about.
expecting this,
Um,
and then it goes
what do
down
you call
because
them? The anchor points, the anchoring points.
anchoring points is like everyone's waiting for liquidity areas and things like that. But to me, there are no areas of liquidity. There are exact levels.
Okay.
So I go down to M1, but sometimes when I'm not, because if I go to M1, this happens on 20th of November. So I watch the anchoring levels from time to time. And today, because of the news, I thought let's see what's happening at M15, and I saw this anchoring point. This anchoring point is when price goes high, and the next candle takes the liquidity, and it goes down. Let me show you. It'll be faster. Says it's very easy and like
Paulina, be a good friend and like
Yes,
pray
we
that
would.
DXY breaks 100.4 today. Be
I
a
think
good.
he's gonna go. I do think it was just a pullback. Don't worry about it.
I hope so. I really hope so.
I
But I
think
can't
so.
do anything until today is done. I need to see.
Let me call Trump. Just give me a moment.
Yeah, but like lose the British accent, please.
Yes, please.
Never,
he,
never.
he won't
Never.
like it.
No, he wouldn't. He won't like it. No. What did you drink today? What?
Water,
What?
water, a
What?
bottle of
What
water.
did
Yeah.
you drink today?
Hey, my fellow Brits, don't let them take the mick out of us, okay? Although I'm not British, I'm Polish, but still.
Paulina Karolina Jóźwiak.
Thank you. SAIF QADDOURA.
You're welcome. Rosa, what's your last name? How do you pronounce it?
Lonsit, right?
No, it's my. I've got two names and then two surnames.
Why is it always so hard with you, Rosa?
I love
Yeah,
Why don't
it.
you have why don't you have one
I
name?
don't know. It was very common because Spanish religion country, and
Yeah.
second name was always like Maria, something like that. So my second name is Maria, and then my surname is Delgado, like slim in Spanish, slim,
Delgado.
which doesn't fit me.
No, come on. Why not?
So Delgado, yeah. But that's
Delgado.
why I
Okay.
changed
So
it
we
to,
have Rosa Delgado,
yeah,
Saif
Rosa
Qaddoura, and
Delgado.
Paulina Jóźwiak.
Yeah.
Paulina Jóźwiak.
But everyone calls
Okay,
me,
that's a
to
private.
be honest.
Okay. So let me stop sharing. No, I'm not. End my screen share. Okay. So you're sharing anything, Rosa, now?
Yeah, quick thing.
Yes, Rosa was going to share with us.
Yeah, can you see my screen? Let me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you see clearly at M15, but to be honest, in M1 they work like charm, and price is like it has to go there. So you keep. I mean, let me explain that one here and why I saw it. So this is
I
an
actually, another level that you have, I see it very clearly, by
yeah,
the way. And yeah, I've got similar thought process, but I think we call it differently.
I mean, this is a liquidity area. I don't know what's the name people use for that. But I don't pay attention to all this. That one's the one. So that one, this candle came, took some liquidity or left some liquidity.
Okay.
Some he was testing. Wicks means they are testing the market, and then they go down. Okay, so they have to go down. Whatever they do, whatever. At some point, they'll retest this exact level, not this one, not this area, this exact level, and you can see it's not the area, it's a level, and it happens again and again and again. It happened again like here as well, but I don't do it at M15. I do it at M5, M1. So you see it's going down wherever. So if I'm on a buys, let's say I'm buying here, and there's a level here and an anchor, an unfilled anchoring point, I know it's going there. That's for sure. Like like a magnet or something like that. And there was another one here that already got
Mhm.
filled by this one. So that's what I do, but on M1 because no one pays attention to M1. Everyone's
So
involved in height.
what happens if like for example it gets broken to the opposite side? Uh, like
Upwards,
yeah, is it the same logic as support and resistance? Like support becomes resistance and vice versa?
it's not a support. No. I
No,
don't
I'm just
know
yeah, I
once
know.
it's broken.
I'm
Like,
just trying to understand the logic.
okay, let's see this one. Okay, that
Okay.
one takes the high here and it
Okay.
goes down, whatever. Okay, at some point when it gets broken, it's broken. I just
Yeah,
delete it
but look
forever.
how it went back to the same place.
I don't pay attention.
Ah, okay.
I don't pay attention. I pay attention to this one. That's the next one. And it's going to happen in 24 hours or so. They are
Hmm.
all touched. They are all hit. Up and down, up and down, up and down. It has to, but I do that in M1 because it's faster. So I don't pay attention to this. I don't know. Order block here. Well, I don't know about all these
Call
terms.
it Jack, whatever. Yeah,
Correct. Got it. So,
doesn't matter.
some people say, "Oh, that's a liquidity area. All these wicks here," and I'm pretty sure it's not. Okay, there's an area. You can fill in here an area. Okay, whatever. But the price is going to hit there. It didn't. Do you see here?
Hmm.
It didn't. It'll
Yeah.
do it later. That's it. If it's not hit today, I just delete it. And then I start over tomorrow in M1. I do that in M1. So I go to M1 and I do the same. Once is, I don't know, this one, let's go, I don't know, let's find another one, that one. It's done, gone. That's it. I don't pay attention to it. So I mix that with my strategy. I'm not entering here, but I use it. I know the price has to go up, and then it's that one. It's going to be filled very soon. It has to. That's. I mean, I'm talking about M1. I'm just showing you in M15, but I
Hmm.
don't manage the M15 time
Yeah,
frame.
I got you.
But in M1, it's like up and down, and it happens all the time. So if I have a nice setup for buys here, I'm pretty sure I'll take it. Because from here it's going to go to the next one, and from here it's going to try to do that, and from here it's going to upwards. So you see an uptrend, but in the meantime it's clearing
Levels.
liquidity
Yeah.
areas. Yeah, there's liquidity areas in the very small time frame, and I go over and over. And in M1, I've already told that on live stream. Let's assume this is M1. When it hits the level, it's 75% accuracy back tested that the retracement is going to give you at least 10 pips. This retracement that gave me 75 in M1 is giving me 10 pips,
But you
75%.
got those numbers through backtesting, of course,
Yeah, of course.
right? Just so people understand that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not just like a couple of times she saw it happen
no,
and then she decided, no, it's
thousands.
10 pips. No, maybe like thousands of times.
Yeah, for this strategy, I think it's 3,000 times I've back tested it. The only thing I don't know, if price comes here to hit this level, how for how long is going to like slippage? What's the slippage of the candle? Maybe it goes up, 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 up. I don't know. I enter at the moment it's hitting the level. I enter 10 pips above,
Hmm.
15 pips. I'm out of the trade with a stop loss. But best case scenario, it
It
gave me,
does this.
yeah, 100 from
Okay.
this from the starting point. It was 99 pips.
Yeah,
So
so like
there
no
you have a
problem. Even if
strategy.
it hits stop loss for like 2, 3 times, you get
Yeah,
1
even
to
10
5 on
times.
average.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
sometimes I enter twice here. Once you know what you're doing, you keep adding positions, and then you close when you have to, break even, leave a runner like this one.
Hmm.
So here you have it. That's a strategy in itself. But I don't use it like that. I've used it now because it's M15. But in Wen1, I use it just to go with my trade. So there. That's why
Well,
I was able to enter
that was interesting.
at the right moment.
And you came up with this, right? Nobody taught you this.
No, everyone tells you about everything. It's like you take pieces from everywhere,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
and then
understand.
everyone was talking about liquidity, and it's too difficult of a concept to me because I don't like to think, and I'm serious. So it's like, what's liquidity, and why should I keep watching
Why
11
should I
different
follow it?
time
Why
frames?
should I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
M4, M5, and then I thought, if I'm analyzing daily or H4, everyone sees the same. Who
Yajbi,
who
wake up.
hasn't seen this one? Everyone can see that. But if you go to M1, what happens? And then I started doing like that. I just throw lines everywhere.
Hmm.
And where is the price? Price leaves. Okay, something happened here. price didn't like it, it fell off. But when it came up, where it came up, and that's what I saw. And that's why I analyze. I'm very good at patterns. I've been working on very impressive companies doing the same thing.
Then I need you to check the pattern for the DXY, please.
Yeah, check it.
Yeah,
I don't have it
because
here,
I have
but
nothing to do until like the day closes.
yeah,
I
check
need to
it.
see
It's
the
gonna happen over and over and over. But you don't pay attention to the high time frames because everyone's seeing that. But because I was like pissed off, to be honest, when someone said, "Okay, there's an area. Imagine that, like this big, with um, 75 pips." And when the price, but you see, and people showing their trading view, which I can't understand, like plenty of drawings, super nice drawings, and saying, "You see, it came to the area and it went down." And then I've asked many gurus, but yeah, but where do you buy? Where do you sell? Here, here,
yeah inside
here,
of this.
here, here.
Yeah,
How many trades do you take to have
you know
one
what?
to
I
10
think
trades?
I've witnessed one of your questions to one of the traders. I've seen you ask this before.
Yeah, I've asked many times. No one tells me and keep showing me trading view
Yeah,
drawings, like if they're
yeah, it
drawing
does
a
not make
cut.
sense. Yeah, sometimes it
And,
does not make sense.
and
Like,
then the
where
point
do you
is,
place your stop loss? Where do you? Yeah,
within
like,
these 75 points, where do I take the entry? Because
like,
money is limited.
yeah,
So, and how many times it's impossible to have a 1 to 10 ratio trade and being able to succeed 65% of the times. You have to have a 33% ratio of accuracy, and no one's tracking me on that. That what I couldn't handle that, so I defined where to enter the trade. Because I don't like subjectivity. I like things very objectively
of
when I'm
course, the
working.
factory girl. You want something more mechanical.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
don't think I see all this and I know the exact point. And if I'm not right, I'm out of the trade. But 75% of the time it works. And in DAX works, Nasdaq works, gold works like a charm. Try it on DXY and you tell me about it. But you can see the trade. That's a real trade. This is not trading view. I just took it on my Funding Pips account and on my personal account. So that's it. Sorry about it.
no, nice, 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 nice. Paulina, do you
Yes,
see
it's
any
beautiful. I
other
now
strategies?
understand. I understand now why you call Rosa factory girl.
Yeah,
I get it. I get it. Listen, Rosa's like, yeah, I've backtested 20,000 trades on this setup. So I know that
yeah.
you, well,
Do you
that's
get it
it.
now?
But see, like when there is a will, there is a way. Like you can literally back this unlimited amount to give yourself that conviction. When Rosa talks about any of her setups, she says, yes, 70% of the time it will happen. End of story. Like
Yeah,
she's very confident about what she's talking about because
she's put
it
in the
comes
work.
from numbers.
She has put in the work. Yeah, she knows.
Yeah.
She knows what you're doing. She's doing.
Honestly, I really love it. And someone says in the comments, Rosa, can you explain your strategy once? The main strategy. The main.
No, no, no.
Now,
Don't tell us
Rosa
about
explains her
20,000
strategy
trade. Just tell us
every
where to
live
buy
stream.
or sell.
now the gold one, I won't explain it fully because it's very complex, and actually, it's very complex for a beginner. But you can have my Nasdaq strategy on my YouTube channel. It's in Spanish, but I could do it in English. It's free, and it's extremely profitable Nasdaq strategy. But it's like a turtle, so you keep working, and you talk to me in a year time if you do the work, and it's very easy strategy. Well, it has some rules, but it's also proven. So
I would honestly, whoever, guys, I'm not affiliate of Rosa's courses or anything, but whatever
no,
Rosa would tell me, I would follow.
I
Because I
support.
know she has put in the work behind it. Seriously. I would know she spent probably 20,000 hours working on this, and there is a conviction there. And that's what you want from your mentor. And I'm being serious now. That's what you want from someone to provide you with knowledge, that the knowledge is tested. It has data behind it, because it's all about mathematics,
It is. It has
you know?
nothing to do with the strategy. I mean, the
'Cause-
strategy has to be good, but it's all maths.
yeah,
That's it. So,
yeah, yes. It
yep.
genuinely is. Guys, you know what? I know I'm keep on crashing those trading TV streams, but I'm pretty confident third time lucky, and actually next time we won't have any technical issues. And Safe, like you said, you've been thrown off by your order not filling. I've been thrown off by having technical issues because we manage everything from this side. So I've been involved in all of that. And I don't feel like I could have been, fully present and participate. But we will make sure that for the next time, none of this happens. However, it's always a pleasure speaking to you both because we always stay longer, way longer, than any other time. But we will make sure that it doesn't happen again, so we can truly enjoy our session. I really enjoyed learning and listening, and guys in the comments, I really hope that you have enjoyed it too. I know the video was not the best, but most importantly, the audio works and you can just listen. And that in itself is going to give you years of experience condensed in 2 hours.
Correct. All right. Delgado, Yoshviak, have a good one.
You too.
And don't forget, Tradin.
Yes,
Bye bye.
guys. See you
Talk to you
later.
soon.
Take care.
Bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye.